the poll will show up. You only have until the timer runs out to comment your prediction with the hashtag SmartPowersMPL-S11. One lucky commenter who guesses correctly will win a redeemable in-game code. Remember, keep an eye out for the poll. You all saw the lineup. You all know who it is. This is game 1 in a best of 5.
Let's go. Irad and Carl TZ on camera on the first, second. No aid though. But on the other side, Yawi on the... Oh, getting ready for the orange possible GTO.
Hold up. Hold up. That is GTO. Nope, he's just setting it up. They're just watching him. One thing I do note, Wolf, RSG taking a page out of Blacklist's page. See that double XP start?
Exactly. I kept talking about that the entirety of the upper bracket finals. There is something that Blacklist International have figured out, and something about picking up early experience for your mid laner.
Oh.
First skill onto Sanji with the aid of bouncing ball onto Yawi. Extort was too deep, having trouble rising up from the water.
That's ironic. Kadira, too deep.
Yeah.
Mermaid. Get it? Oh, another jump in. Wolf, check it out. Did we not talk about this? Did we not say that the mid laner and the gold laner are going to pick up Purifies?
Yeah, the Purify, of course, super duper important versus the Atlas. And not only that, you also have the Kedida. So this aquatic lineup from RSG, perfect for their H2s and their Aqua players, you know?
Oh, yeah.
This is their ode to their old players. But kidding aside, this is going to be very important. Like, having Purify available means that you can counter the Atlas. At the same time, if RSG forces that those Purifies on both Sanji and Benecutie, like, imagine if there will be a mid-game team fight, they force out those Purifies, wait for a little bit longer, then re-engage once again. That is how these two teams will operate. So, not until there is Purify available for Echo, RSG will just take it slowly.
Speaking of being slowly, Irad trying to ion for a red tree battle, but now he secures the first turtle of the game. Now, one knock up onto Sanford, onto 3. Who's going to be surviving this? It's going to be Irad taking that kill. Now, Echo just backing away. And the first casualty goes to RSG.
Ain't that poetic justice? Wolf and I were just discussing the dynamics of the Purify, and suddenly it doesn't come into play at all.
Not at all. We can see that RSG wanted to take advantage of this fast jungling Baxia. Fredrin already is a fast jungler, we know for sure, and a great way to secure those neutral objectives. But Irad has been showing off a lot of mechanics as of late, and he knows that he can take advantage of the shield unity coming out from the Baxia, which means that you can transfer from lane to lane faster than the Fredrin would have. And this means that Irad also has the license to go to the mid lane.
Yo. Mid lane trying to be poked in. Carl TZ saying come here. Now Feather Airstrike trying to burst down one. A Praetor's Wrath won't be the answer, but now two! Fatally Scats captured by Light onto the turret. Now Irad secures the kill. Another from Sanji trying to eye on Irad's death, but now Sanji still going to go away with that Wings by Wings. 2 down from Echo.
So we're starting to see the chinks in the chains of the armor of Echo. Yes, they do have the answer with the Purify, but when you make the Purify a non-factor, you can't even clap back.
Exactly. I like the aggression, but of course, Light, man, this guy just knows the Atlas. Man, I don't want to repeat what I said earlier, but how come you wait for day number 4 to bring this up?
Saving the best for last, maybe, for Mr. Dylan. Now Exhort low on mana. Now diving in with the ultimate, secures the kill for Benecutie. Not going to escape that. Feather Airstrike will connect to Exhort. Yeah, with exchange. And Carl TZ up top takes down one, and that is Nats.
That is why you ban out the Kedida from Exhort. That is why teams ban out this hero, because Exhort knows a lot of stuff about the Kedida. He can be very crafty. He waited for a different combo.
Another hug from Yawi. Eman is lowing.
No.
Low on health. Sanji secures that one. Light.
Yep.
Annihilate won't be the answer, but now Echo setting up for this one. Will Irad secure this Retribution? Steal again. 2 on 2. Who's going to take it? Will it be? It's Carl TZ! Secures the turtle this time around.
They're still going?
They're going. Nats and Irad not letting this go. Sanford on half HP. Carl TZ also staying to fight. Nats going in low. Sanji to the rescue! And that is the Feather Airstrike not making the cut. But Sanford as well secures that one for Nats. Sanji just looking in for information. That's Echo backing out from that skirmish.
That's got to be one of the longest early game team fights I've seen in a while. Just chunky bruisers in the top lane post-turtle fight.
Big props to our production for queuing in the sound cue for the Appraiser's Wrath.
Yep.
It sounded like something like a grunt.
That was
you
them.
heard that?
That was
Yeah.
definitely them.
That was definitely production, but yeah.
Uh-oh.
Exort.
Oh, wow.
We have
See that guy?
Synchrovision trying to catch him in, but Exort is so slippery.
Yeah, Wolf, you were about to get into those out of the ordinary combos, and Exort knows.
He does. I mean, he's very crafty. He typically you have a one chain of combos with the Kadita. You go in with the dash, you petrify, knock up, ultimate. But he sometimes Exort, like in that moment, you would know that he will not have a knock up anymore, but he did out of nowhere. Then he utilized the retraction of the waves from the Rav waves after the first ultimate usage. Then that he uses that to kill people. Still, man, Exort just knows Kadita more than anyone else.
You could have sworn this Kadita had like 6 buttons.
Yeah, I'm sure.
In a custom setting of your UI, yeah, could be.
Just for the young Dexter Martinez.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
In the mid lane.
footsies between
On the
the
death push.
jungler and the XP laner. Interesting angle that Light found about a minute ago. I think this is an amazing adjustment from RSG. The fact that they can take these engagements, but they choose not to.
Yeah, it was a possible steal from the Fatal Links from that point. It was just a pixel that he can pull in the mid lane.
Yeah.
Oh, Yawi. Being cancelled out by Irad. Carl TZ. He's now poking the Lord.
Oh, what?
It's a reset. It's a reset for this objective. Now Light is trying to look for an angle. Yawi's getting prepared for that jump. Gonna miss. But Irad, though, who's gonna take this turret? It's gonna be Carl TZ securing this one again. Benikuta taking down that turret. Now it's gonna be 3 against 3. Now with the stun. Fatal Links catching 2. Feather airstrike now. Magic damage will it suffice. Irad now trying to escape the wrath of Benikuta, but no! With the TP's coming in, and that is a kill for Benikuta, and that's an objective stolen by Echo.
2 for 1, plus a turtle on the way out. Echo now 3K ahead.
And then they get a turret in the middle, one of the most important ones. Benikuta about to steal this purple buff, which this is a pipe dream for Harith in at the gold lane.
He loves it.
He loves it. Benikuta, it's Christmas for Echo after taking all of those important kills and that neutral objective. Now they take away an important buff. Gonna be leading by a lot. In the next 2 minutes, Echo is on a different power level compared to RSG. And even if we're talking about just the items, interestingly, an early Bloodlust Axe for Sanford. And this is an item that you typically get when you're a damage-dealing kind of explainer or damage-dealing Lapu-Lapu. Be wary if you're RSG. Sanford is gonna pack up a punch.
Yeah, knockups from the bravest fighter. They engage the start, but now Echo is just letting this go. First turret that RSG destroyed is down bottom. Now they're gonna eye on for a push from top to mid.
Ooh. So far, the map is blue, and RSG unable to find the success that they have in the opening minutes of this game 1. I wonder, is there a mid-game or like a late-game power spike that RSG is looking for, or is that just a clutch play?
I think it's not about the mid-game or the late game. All parts of the game, they will have a power spike, but it is dependent on a window. So it's not about a game phase kind of power spike. It's a window power spike.
So they have to make it for them.
Exactly. And that window simply is not having the Purify on both Sanji and Benikuta. Whenever they find that opening, if they make that window happen, right, that will be the way for them to come back from this game.
First Lord of the game. Will the overload strategy work?
Well,
RSG.
At this point, I'm pretty sure RSG knows that both Sanji and Benny have their Purifies. So, what is it? Exort or Light? Who's going to pop it first? Carl going to be pulling this Lord over to Echo's side of the map. Irad can only watch. It's interesting how these players aren't even hiding in the bushes. Like, they know that this is a clearly a Lord dance.
Honest to goodness.
Yeah.
And they just don't care. And they're just waiting for the right moment. Just purely mastery on Echo and RSG.
Oh,
Sanford.
40.
Who's going to make it? Who's going to take it? Feather Airstrike being used by the cutie. Takes down Exort. Now Carl TZ secures the first Lord. Now Eman is on a run. Sanford trying to back out too, but Benikudi takes 2.
Oh!
That slide falling down. Sanford makes another one. Eman is falling and just fall down. It's Echo, no casualty at.
How painful it could be to face up against the Lapu-Lapu with this itemization, and you saw how strong he was against RSG. And unfortunately, we were just talking about the fact that RSG needs to find a window when all of the doors are open. My goodness, this honest-to-goodness approach of RSG will never work. They have to be sneaky.
And it's not a single Purify used up, and that's exactly why. The honest approach so far not working. You have to be, you have to be cheeky about it.
Yeah.
You need to be sneaky and spooky how Light does it with the Lolita, but now knock up onto one. Now another one. Bites it for the Fatal Legs, but won't make it. But now Eman secures 1 kill. That's Yao, but Benikudi secures the third. Now falling down for Appraiser's Wrath. Benikudi makes another mega kill. And now they're eyeing for the base. That takes down Sanford. But on the other hand, Echo is trying to get back. Going for the front line. Era trying to hold him and box him out, but you're not letting go. Zaman Force. Panic at a disco. It's Benikudi securing that one. Exort won't be enough to hold the line, but that's again making it a double. Bodies everywhere. Eman and Light is the last one here to hold.
Man, in the first time that they met, Echo always banned out the Yuzhong. Or was it RSG that always banned out the Yuzhong? But one thing I want to say, Yuzhong is a point of contention between these two teams. But now they have an answer. A non-marksman gold laner, which in this case is a Harith. And there is one nifty thing about the Harith, apart from having access to the Purify, he's got a passive, by the way.
That's right.
That reduces all of those crowd controls.
Homie's got a little tough boots on him all the time.
Exactly. And you don't need a tough boots. And you saw how impactful that was. You cannot chain the combo of the Yuzhong because it is very time dependent.
Yep.
You have a specific timing. The amount of CC that you have from Petrify into the knock-up from the Yuzhong is actually timed perfectly. Having tough boots or having a passive tough boots will mean that you will not have the combo.
What's the best case scenario, right? You get your combo in as a Yuzhong, somebody's out for 3 or 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Against Harith, you're getting 3 at best, given his
Exactly.
passive. So this is throwing off RSG's approach.
It is.
And that's what's put Echo here, almost 9K ahead. 12 minutes, 30 seconds in.
Yeah.
Where's the window now if you want to make it that window of the power spike window that we were talking about earlier?
At this point, it's in the attic. RSG have to climb up, and there
I
are no
agree.
stairs. Echo have closed them down. They have to come out through the back door, climb up through the window, through the trellis.
Exactly.
And then even, I don't think they even can contest.
The house that Echo built
It's the House of Highlights.
It's the House of Highlights for sure. And that House of Highlights, it's an impossible architectural design.
Right, that's right. The architects, Tic Tac and Shred.
Yeah, exactly. It's not great for people to live in, but it's great for Echo to live in.
Great for winning world championships.
Exactly.
Yeah, look at that. 4 of them
Yeah.
on top of the house. House of Highlights, the Prodigies, the TZs and TPs.
Oh, here we go. Exort going 1v1 with Yaoi. This is
Oh, look at that.
dangerous.
He's just bouncing
no!
in. That is the hug. And Sanji finishes the job with a feathered airstrike. And it took 2 bouncing balls to force him out.
Yaoi missed his old teammate too much.
Oh, yes, just saying hi. 4-man defense here for RSG. 2 sustaining here's, but Yaoi here trying to pull them out. But the Lord is eyeing on the base. That's going low. Benny is on God mode. Now base is on half HP, and Echo taking down the base, securing the first point of the game.
We're starting it hot with the world champions drawing first blood.
And it's a classic for Benikudi. He's one of those players in the gold lane who's known to pull up something that's different. When we criticized him during season